Rumble.
Prove it.
Hey, we're the Ben and Skin Show, and we want you to subscribe.
There it is, live on YouTube now.
Pretty tired.
I am too, actually.
We're the Ben and Skin Show, and
What?
we want you.
Guys, I cried 45 minutes ago.
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't do that to myself.
Mm-mm.
I thought about it. Like, I don't need to get in that. I'll get too down.
Why'd you cry?
The clip that we played, like 30-second clip.
You're saying clip with a P?
Clip.
Yep.
Huh.
I got some energy. I was so tired that I was like, fuck it, I'm getting a Pop-Tart.
Wait, are you gonna eat that raw?
Yeah, man, I don't have a
Brown
toaster.
sugar?
Ah, good Rolling Stones joke.
S'mores.
No.
No, I'm fucking ready to go now. Let's go.
Are we on the internet right now?
Yes, we are now. If you guys would be so kind, you see that link. Let me get this YouTube link out at this mug.
Yes, we are.
Boom.
I already
I'm gonna
posted one.
Tweet this out. Let's see. We're trying a new thing tonight called Ustream.
Ustream.
You'll see. We are live.
I just like to say, everyone stay away from the Mike Soroy Twitch tonight.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Why?
Can't be. This is the place to be.
Well, duh, but
He's having some marble races later, though. It's going to be quite interesting.
marble races?
hard to compete against those fucking marble
Those
races.
marble races are dumb as shit.
You're
It's pretty
so-
fun. It's pretty fun, though.
Do you choose a marble and then you watch them race?
It's his color commentating that makes it pretty fun.
Yeah.
So it's the dot race, but it's marbles.
Yeah, that's probably a good way to put it.
A little bit.
The dots are marbles. Are
KT,
they?
did you see Skin's Mohawk?
No, what's going on? I can't see skin. Just kidding.
The old I can't see skin joke. Classic.
Are you trying to cut your hair tonight or something? What are you doing?
No, man, it's really, I thought it was going to be weirder than it is. I mean, it's weird, but I took all my hair and I shoved it up with, you know, not gel, but like dippity doo. What's that shit that they use? And
Dippity doo.
oh, brother, where art thou? So I took all that shit and I shoved it up, but it's just, I wanted it to be more wild ass looking than it is.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it'd be like horns. Or
It looks pretty wild though.
something. Okay, good. What are you doing?
No, I was trying to figure some stuff out here. Things aren't working as well as I thought on my end.
Why not? What's
I think
going
my
on?
internet connection sucks. Oh, there we go. There we go.
I like that you guys haven't made fun of my old man sweater yet.
Let's see what sweater that is.
Cardigan.
Hey, man, not everything's about you.
Hello, guys.
Oh, my God, Cosby.
Let me button up my sweater right quick.
Oh, gross.
Imagine a combination of that and the hat you wore last time.
Yep. This has
That
been in
thing-
the closet for a while.
You've never worn that.
You need a
Right.
pile of newspaper.
I'm wearing it tomorrow.
Why?
Was that a Christmas present?
It was from a very sweet aunt that I love very much.
The one with the big jugs?
They all have big jugs, bro.
All ants.
All aunts have big jugs.
So Skin and I have been doing this thing to each other forever.
Woo.
Anytime one of us references someone we know or something, and it's like, oh, the one with the big jugs, or the one you said was crazy hot, and it's so tense because I'd be like, hey, so my neighbors came over, and he'd be like, oh yeah, the one who was smoking hot that you said is kind of into you. This did not really like her husband that much. It's always awkward.
Your wife sitting right there, like, oh no, not.
Really more awkward when the friend's like, wait, is he talking about my wife?
That's the problem, is the people who take it seriously, the people who listen when they take anything too seriously on the show. It's
Yeah,
like, you guys know what we do, right?
right.
Yeah.
I always wonder how Gator's processing some of that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
She seems to do okay with it.
I make her feel real good with it.
See, that's why
Wait, so that's a joke?
that's what we're talking about right there.
Hey, good job, Krystina.
What do you mean? That's what we're talking about.
It's just a perfect example of exactly what we were talking about. He mentioned his mom's name. He put her in the danger zone. And then Ben said something that may or may not be factual about
Wait, what are you
making her
looking
feel
at?
better.
What are you looking at?
How's it going, my class?
What are you having?
That's a strong pour. I'm the Rumble.
It is
A little
strong
rum.
pour.
Yeah.
I had to
There you
make
go.
some new ice cubes, so hopefully those are happening. And
I haven't drank
these
at all tonight. I haven't had one sip of alcohol.
Oh, really?
What's wrong?
I'm about to start drinking now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was about to go gay.
So your lighting is fantastic, Skin. Your Mohawk looks great.
Thanks, dog.
Your sweater is probably you're about 15 years too early for that. But since your aunt with the huge jugs gave it to you, then I understand why you got to support it.
Yeah, the jugs.
Yeah, you got to support the jugs.
What are bras for, Ben?
So how do you guys feel about After Dark to this point? How are you feeling?
Feel?
Yeah. What are you thinking about it? This is our 4th episode. You think it's what you want it to be, what you thought it'd be? Is it?
Oh. Sorry, it's popping my back.
I want to know what everybody's drinking before I give that answer.
Okay.
I went by the gin in downtown Prosper, and
I got the bartender for a drink real quick. Hold on.
I love it.
I picked up some old fashions to go. Look at that, baby blue. So I'm
Pretty
drinking
good.
old fashions.
So you have pre-made old fashions that you're pouring on that cube.
Yeah, and one of the problems with a tiny glass is I started with this giant ball cube, and then my backup old fashions were on ice on Sonic Ice, and so I've now got a combination of Sonic Ice and the giant Death Star ball. So
Nothing wrong with either.
just a tiny glass is going to cause me to go back and forth to get supplies over and over.
Yeah, that's why I have shit ice. But I
Quick
have
question.
the Death Star mold in my freezer somewhere.
Oh,
It's lost.
Quick question about the bartender in Krystina's background. I want to go ahead and say it's unsanitary. You can't have a bartender with cut off sleeves back there because
Yeah, I'm
there's
pretty sure he killed a guy too, so we just don't.
definitely.
That's also, KT, that's probably a picture that was taken in 1979. What year did that record come out?
I was thinking 39.
Good question. Yeah, I think he's in the mafia in
Oh, that's a record?
Yeah, that's In Through the Outdoor, the great Led Zeppelin record that
My
had
favorite
Fools in
one.
the Rain and All My Love.
Also, there's 6 different covers of this. Did you know this?
Yeah, it depends on I probably have mine somewhere here.
I've got 2 different ones. I freaked out when I found one of them that were different.
So you have 2 copies on vinyl, or
Mm-hmm.
wow, what a badass. Well done. I don't know. I know I have Led Zeppelin 4 on vinyl, and I know I have In Through the Outdoor on vinyl.
I have all Zeppelin on vinyl.
You go like the Talking Heads, Krystina?
Yeah.
Interesting that you said that, KT.
Da 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 da. And there she was. That's that one, that album, right?
No, this is more songs about buildings and food. And
Wild Wild Life. On that one?
no, that's after that. This is probably 79.
Oh, that's one of the early ones then.
Yeah. Let's see what year is this? This has Take Me to the River on it, the great Al Green cover.
again, that Mohawk is rad, dude. You ought to go with that all the time.
It just depends on what the kids are thinking, bro. I gotta get out there and do my Q factor. And then
Q Factor. By the way, everyone go to 2020census.gov. Make
Are
sure
you
you
doing it?
vote.
oh, look
Thank
at this,
you.
guys.
If you fill out your census, we can get the proper number of ventilators in our county. What's that? Blue Oyster Cult? Is that the one that has
Or cowbell.
is that their only song?
No, they have more good ones. I can't think of them right now, but
Yeah, the only big song on here is Don't Fear the Reaper. I'm a big fan of Burning for You, though. That's a good Blue Oyster Cult song.
Wait, I'm burning,
Yeah.
I'm burning. That's Blue Oyster Cult?
It sure is.
God, I thought that was Whitesnake or some shit.
Whoa.
Oh, you guys ready to party?
Oh, yes. I used to have that.
Lover Boy, Get Lucky. Look, wait, where are these guys running to?
Hey, we've got to get off the stage before the crowd overtakes us and bangs us.
Is that dumbass running with his guitar? These guys are running with their guitars. Probably still plugged in. Oh, here we go. You guys know this one?
Oh yes, the Go-Go's.
Beauty and the Beast.
Well, wait, I know the Go-Go's, but I'm not sure if I know that album.
This was the big one. This was their debut record, and it had Our Lips Are Sealed and We Got the Beat on it.
We got the
beat. We got the beat. Yeah, we got the beat.
honestly kind of a beating. Why do you have that record?
So if you can tell, like those last few records I pulled out are all the same time period. Those are the ones I adopted from my sister. So those are my those are my sister's records, but they're kicking ass.
T, how rude.
I'm okay with it.
Like this is, look at this. Oh, dude, here you go, Ben. Foreigner 4, and then I don't know if you can see that right there.
Something
Gretchen
Wade.
Oh,
Gretchen
yeah.
Wade, yes.
Yeah, so these are like, this is probably 81 or 82. This is 1981. So I would have been 10 years old. My sister would have been 14. So when you're 10 and you have an older sibling, you're listening to the music they're listening to probably. So Foreigner, Journey, Go-Go's, anything on the Fast Times at Ridgemont High soundtrack. I probably got that around here somewhere.
My sister had an Insane Clown Posse CD.
The
Steal
Juggalos.
I never understood that. Were they supposed to be like the rap version of Kiss?
I'm not sure. I just remember it scared me because I was like 5 years younger than her.
That's pretty accurate, Ben. That's kind of what they were doing. And
Yeah.
they created a whole subculture.
I just remember them being, I didn't know much about them, but I saw them on Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that was a great episode. No, that was the work. Did you shoot the Workaholics one on that?
That's what it was.
That's the one, right? Okay.
Yeah, it was Workaholics, my bad.
Go camping with them.
Yes.
This was Emotional Rescue by the Stones.
Oh,
Disco era Stones.
embarrassing.
Oh, hey. Their disco era's fine, Krystina.
Okay, now you guys know I do have a couple of guests
Oh, yeah.
scheduled for the presentation.
ELO.
Electric
Tom Hanks.
Yellow.
Hi.
Would you guys like to take a guess at who the guest is? The first guest.
Well, since I timed that out with Electric Light Orchestra, I'm going to say Tim Collins, our former assistant program director.
No.
Good guess.
Shippy.
Nope.
Shippy. Oh, is he sleeping?
Quan Lee, by the way, this is the Texas single malt, the peated. This is about to get open on this hoe.
So you are going to drink tonight, but only starting now.
I saved it. I saved my drinking virginity for the evening for you guys.
Okay. Very nice. So old fashioned with baby blue for me, straight baby blue for Krystina, Balcones Rumble for KT, and the single malt peated for Skin.
I think that this is the best Balcones product right here.
I've never even seen that one. What kind is it?
It's the Texas single malt. It's peated, so it's the like people that like Scotch are generally going to drink this and go,
Gotcha.
holy fuck.
Okay.
It's really good. I think it's their finest product.
All right. Do you guys want to take a guess at who the guest is? The first.
Dirk.
Nope.
He had me crying like 45 minutes ago, just sobbing.
1 year anniversary of Dirk's last home game as a Maverick.
Donnie Nelson.
Nope.
Okay. Donnie Wahlberg.
Great guess.
Very good guess. No.
Mark
Donovan
Wahlberg.
Lewis.
Who? Krystina say? Who?
Donovan Lewis.
Oh, Don. Okay, yeah.
Oh, we get Donnie Do on here.
Jerry Lewis.
Oh, that's great. Martin and Lewis together.
Steve
Nope.
Martin.
Chris Martin from Coldplay.
Oh,
No.
Chris Woodward.
Okay,
Yep.
Woody. Oh, John Wayne Walding.
Who's John Wayne Walding?
The guy that put that water in that bottle that you were just tonguing.
oh shit.
Oh, wow.
Game changer.
Game changer.
Honored.
Get on my best behavior now.
Yeah.
We are now joined by absolute royalty to us, the great John Wayne Walding, is finding his way into this bad boy.
What's going on, everybody?
An American, even Nederland.
Hey! What's going on?
Hey man, I
Hey,
don't want to scare you, but there's some animals behind you.
They were. They were tasty too.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
John Wayne Walding joining us. So John Wayne Walding, of course, brought us this Water, Live to Give. John Wayne Walding is a true American hero. Green Beret, was heroically involved in the Battle of Shock Valley in 2008, in which he took a shot in the leg. He doubled up his leg, tied it off with a belt, and continued to fight for hours. John, it's an honor to have you jump on with us. We love you. You're family to us. We obviously support Live to Give Water, but what I really like about you,
man.
and I want these guys to comment on this. So John probably gets up super early, but normally John is head on pillow at 9:30 p.m. So he stayed up late for us.
Thank you.
So, anytime, guys. Stay up late, and I'm all about it.
I'm very excited that you're here, but I wish it wasn't a surprise, because had I known, I wouldn't have put on this douchebag wig. I would have shown more respect.
That's okay. I got the American flag hat, so it makes up for everybody.
All right, thank you, man.
all right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, so I'll have you guys know that there's a book written about the Battle of Shock Valley called No Way Out. Not the movie with Gene Hackman, right?
Kevin Costner.
And Kevin Costner, but a book called No Way Out, and it's about the Battle of Shock Valley. And I started reading it today, and I'm through 5.5 chapters because it's an audiobook.
Yes.
All right.
So on my way home, I was starting chapter 5, and that's when it first starts talking about John Wayne Walding. And it's like, he was brand new to the crew. He was 2 weeks in. He looked like a young Brad Pitt, but they gave you a lot of love, and they were talking about how you were the new guy on the block. So when you first read that book, what are you thinking as you read all that?
Well, the first thing I was thinking whenever I was reading that, it's the only book I can read is one with pictures, and which you don't get because you got the audio book. But I'll send you a copy of it. Like I told you earlier, it's great to put it on the bathroom whenever you're bored. Just pick it up and find some pictures. But it was very, in all sincerity, it was very humbling to know that my joke is I'm not a Navy SEAL, so I didn't write a book. I'm a Green Beret, so they wrote one about us. Right. So it was pretty humbling when Special Operations Command came to us and said, hey, this was a very big deal, and we want to have somebody come and write a book about it. And they actually came in, and as you'll see, Ben, we told the good and the bad, right? Because the reality is we didn't want to do that mission. Green Berets don't get landed in a bottom of a valley and then charge a mountain. And we have the aircraft. We're supposed to get on top and do the cool guy stuff we know that we can do. And in the Army, there's this word called voluntold. Well, they voluntold us that this is what you're going to do. And so we went that way. And because of that, we kind of got in a pickle. But yeah, that was the initial reaction whenever they said that they were going to do a book about it, that it was, humbling.
How often do you, I'm assuming you keep in touch with the folks that you're involved with? I mean, all the time, during your service, but specifically that day, I would imagine. How often do you guys still talk? Is it weekly? Is it monthly? Is it even daily?
Well, it's funny you said that, because Dave Sanders, the guy that actually helped me put my tourniquet on, he called me 2 days ago. Wow. So I guess you can say we talk a little bit.
So you talk just a little bit, but for those that don't know, tell us a little bit about the Battle of Shock Valley. Obviously, I know about it. Skin knows about it. KT and Krystina, we just had you on the radio show recently. But
right,
in case somebody's tuning in, just give us a quick recap, if you don't mind, of the Battle of Shock Valley.
Right. So the Battle of Shock Valley was April 6th, 2008, which, by the way, April 6th was a few days ago.
Yeah.
And that was a day where I lost my leg, right? And in the wounded veteran community, that's called our Alive Day. So this was my 12th anniversary alive. You know, so this was a very big day for me to, you know, say that it was a day that could have been a bad day for me. But it was 250 Taliban fighters up against 15 Green Berets and about 60 Afghani commandos. And after 6.5 hours, 70 dangerous close airstrikes, there were 2 Medal of Honors awarded. The Air Force Cross was awarded to the 8 Purple Hearts.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
about it.
that's incredible. And you're breaking up there a little bit. We were losing you just a little bit, but obviously incredibly decorated battle on many different levels, and the bravery and courage is beyond us. We can't even fathom that. And you guys have this code where you don't typically like to talk about your adventures or any of the great things you guys have done. You like to keep things really quiet. So how has that been for you? Because I know every soldier considers that deeply, and I know you have as well. So where are you with your thought process on actually sharing those types of things?
It was a big deal. You know, I was told from day one to shut your mouth, don't be a SEAL, do your job, right? That was kind of the joke, but the sincerity about, you know, there's a reason why there's not a lot of Green Beret movies, is because we were told from day one we are the quiet professional. We're very proud of that motto, the quiet professionals, where you never really know who we are. You never know what these guys do. And you know, whenever you get asked, what do you do for a living? I never said Green Beret before getting out of the Army. They would ask you, what'd you do? Oh, I was in the Army. Well, what'd you do in the Army? Yeah, well, you know, I was on the East Coast. What'd you do on the East Coast? Well, you know, I was over at Bragg. You know, deflect. Never say, look at me, look at what we're doing. You would always make it absolute, be that humble, quiet professional. And it wasn't until after I got out of the Army, I realized that the Special Operations Command, right? Underneath that command, you have Navy SEALs, Green Berets, Army Rangers, you know, Air Force Pararescue Combat Controllers, and you got your Delta Force and SEAL Team 6, like, right, all the cool guys. Well, the majority of all of those missions, the vast, almost 60% of all of those missions are executed by Green Berets, U.S. Army Special Forces. So we go the most, we die the most, we get shot the most, but the Navy SEAL Foundation has 22 million, Green Beret has 2. Why? We don't write books, we don't do movies, we fight the war. And it wasn't until I found that statistic to where I felt compelled to be that humble, you know, voice for the regiment. It's never going to be about me. Just like my water is not about me. Just like, you know, everything that I do has a bigger part, right? That purpose of being a part of something that's bigger than you. That's why I've said, okay, let's go out and tell the story. Let's go out and say, hey, a Green Beret is really special forces. And we forget why everybody knew about us. Well, there's a movie in the 60s called The Green Berets, and there's a guy by the name of John Wayne that played the movie, right? So there is some inevitability to branding of what you do, which, by the way, I've done a lot of push-ups for that guy. Can you imagine a guy the name of John Wayne going through Green Beret school? Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you got hazed for that name a little bit.
I got this chest right here because of not knowing John Wayne trivia. I had an instructor. Yeah, and plus what Ron White said, I had the right to remain silent, but not the ability. Yeah, so he would ask me trivia, and if I didn't know the right answer, I'd have to do push-ups until I either remembered the right answer or couldn't do push-ups.
Okay, so clearly you didn't know a lot about John Wayne, or you wouldn't have done all those push-ups, but you were named after him. Do you now know a lot about him? And if you do, what do you think of him?
Well, obviously, I do know a lot about John Wayne now, and from, you know, coming from nothing in Winterset, Iowa, and actually getting his first, you know, movie because he just walked across the set and they didn't have editing back then. So like, well, you're in the movie now, you know. So to go from all of that to where now he is, you know, well, now I'm 40 years old almost, so it may not be with the millennials and the zillennials and whatever the next generation's called, but for our generation, you know, he is the just in my mind, epitome of what a man and an American is.
All right, so we got to talk to you about this. Obviously, we love Live to Give Water. To us, seems like the biggest no-brainer. I've known quite a few folks in the military, and some folks in the military are not as excited about some of the charities that a lot of people are more excited about as civilians. And maybe that's because some military folks have vetted a lot of these charities or know people who have benefited or haven't benefited. So I'm not here to throw any shade at any charity that's out there. They're all great. But to me, what's fascinating about this is you guys sell bottled water and you sell it for about the same price as every other bottle of water. However, you just take less profit. It's not that you take no profit. You're a business, but you give 50% of the proceeds you give to charities of first responders and military that you have personally vetted. So for me, the consumer, it doesn't cost me any more to drink, live, to give water. It just means that when I drink it, I'm donating money to military charities, first responder charities that you personally have vetted. Is that accurate?
That's absolutely true. You know, what I think that is why I'm so excited is that we give the everyday American the ability to give back daily. You know, that is something that no one else has really been able to do. I've been very fortunate to be, involved with a lot of high net worth people that give a lot to charities, that do the veteran experiences, or they buy a safari, then give all that money to charity. You know, that's great stuff, and all the auction items and all that. But guess what? Everyday Americans can't go spend $12,000 on this trip and write it off to charity, but they can buy water, right? And they can buy it daily. And they know whenever they grab that bottle of Live to Give, that the person that's behind that has literally given a leg for their freedom and is not going to take their patronage lightly. I'm going to do the best that I can to make sure that every dime that we give actually goes to the right people. And being a wounded veteran, I obviously have over a decade's experience of dealing with wounded veteran charities. And you're absolutely right. That's what we do. We vet every single one that we're working with, and we make sure that they're doing the right things. The right, spending goes to where it's going. You're not going to have 60% going to salaries or, funding for more marketing or anything like that. They're actually going to go to products and services that actually do the good.
Hey, can we talk about the animals behind you? Well, the dead animals behind you.
Well, speaking of which, that's actually why these exist. These animals, I don't say I come from nothing, but I dang sure don't come from a knot as a redneck from Groesbeck, Texas. And hunting has always been a very essential part of my life. Like, I killed my first deer when I was 8 years old. We always harvest. We don't kill, right? We eat everything that we harvest, and everything does not get wasted. I never shoot one bullet at an animal. In fact, I care more about animals than I do bad guys. Yeah. But having said that, whenever I did my time in the Army, lost a leg, and afterwards, I've had a lot of just truly great Americans want to say thank you and offer me these great experiences. And like the guy behind me on my shoulder, the big caribou, that is a mountain caribou that I was absolutely blown away. I went to the southern tip of the Arctic Circle with one leg in August, climbing mountains up to 7,000 feet, and just having the most amazing experience with Don Pay was the guy that did it, and Hunter Nation is the actual organization that helped make that happen. I actually killed that guy with one of the president's son, and they were another one, wanted to hug on a veteran and brought me down to Key Ranch, and that's actually a Neil guy, which is an Indian antelope. And the beaver we actually found in our subdivision.
Hey, what?
That's how you got
the suburban beaver.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice beaver too. Look at it. He's got the only waterproof hair, right?
Nice beaver.
Okay, so I thought that looked like a wet beaver back there. You're saying that it's waterproof.
Well, why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so John Wayne Walding.
You want to pet the beaver? I'll bring it to you next time we come in there.
Yeah, we do great work with beavers. It's my
I have
thing.
a problem with him petting beavers. We can't do it at the office. So in all sincerity, we're talking to John Wayne Walding, Green Beret. It's amazing all the things that you've been through. And there's not enough time in this interview to let our listeners know, if they don't know about you, all the amazing accomplishments you've had. But you lost your leg, and then you became a certified Green Beret sniper, first person to ever do that. you also run marathons now with an artificial limb, which is just insane. But most of all, the most incredible thing that in the Battle of Shock Valley, you get shot and you get shot in the leg and you're crawling and dragging your leg. And every time that leg bumps a rock or anything, it feels like you got shot again. So your instinct, my instinct would have been just to die, quite honestly. Your instinct was, man, this is hurting. I should probably double up my leg and my crotch, tie it off with my belt, and keep fighting for many hours. And at which point, by the end of the fight, no Americans died. Do I have that right?
That's pretty close whenever you say it that way. Yeah, that's all I did. All I did was not die. Everybody thinks it's such a big deal. I mean, come on.
No, that's unbelievable. I would have just died. I think most of us would have said, well, I got shot in the leg. Hey, what's the luck? I'm probably going to bleed out here. But dude, you kept fighting. And I know you act like that's no big deal, but thank you for your service to our country. Thank you for your bravery, your courage. We're not even worthy to have this conversation. And that's why we're honored by this friendship, that you would even allow some idiots like us to be friends with you. But if somebody can help military and first responders merely by choosing this bottled water as opposed to whatever other bottled water and pay the same amount, why wouldn't everyone in the world Live to Give bottled water? You can buy it on Amazon, and you can buy it at some 7-Elevens here locally. And have you guys had trouble getting grocery stores to pick this up? Are you guys starting to figure out how that works, or where are you with all that?
Well, we've definitely cracked the 7-Eleven code. We're in over 100 7-Elevens in the DFW Metroplex. So they've actually, 7-Eleven has stepped up in a big way, and we're very honored to have them as great partners with us there. They're smelling freedom over there with us, and we appreciate all their help. The box stores it has, like I said on your first interview, they're like fighting the Taliban. It's, they don't want, I don't say they don't want, it is a very impersonal and slow sales cycle. And obviously with the COVID-19, right now actually was going to be our first real, take at getting into the Krogers, the Tom Thumbs, the HEBs in this area. But obviously everything's kind of what we say in the Army, we take a knee and face out when you just want to stop for a little bit. But yeah, we haven't gotten in there just yet, but as soon as everything slows down, that's what we're going to do. Still got great momentum. Look, we're getting into as many 7-Elevens that we have gotten into without really having a reset look evaluation that we would normally have to go through. It's phenomenal. We are absolutely proud and excited and just can't wait to see what the fall is going to bring and change lives, because that's what this is all about, right? It's about changing lives. Yes, we want to get into stores, and yes, we want to sell water. We got to do it. It's a business, but however, that water is going to be able to give someone a child, right? That water is going to be able to get somebody from committing suicide. That water is going to be able to get somebody's kids to college. Like, that is real stuff there. And people are going to know it. People are going to get behind it. It's not if, it's when. And I'm just a little guy on the train holding on to the back and just waiting for it to take off.
Hey, John, we've had you on a couple of times, and I've heard you reference your kids, but I don't know how many kids you have and what the age range is. I'd like a quick scouting report on your kiddos.
Okay, so I got one. He is 15. He's 5'4", 140. Throws it. So I got Emma, Sam, Andy, and Hannah. So she's 15. He's 14. Andy is 10, and Hannah's 6.
And they're probably loving quarantine, aren't they?
Oh, they love it. Hey, Dad's at home all day, and we do a bunch of PT. PT is physical training, right? So we got them out there doing a bunch of good stuff. And look, I love my kids, and I got no problem being around. We homeschool. We've actually been homeschooling for the last 5 years. My wife, I call her the Green Beret of moms, right? And because she really, we weren't disgruntled parents, right? I'm going to take my kid and I'm bringing him home. No, we're very convicted people, if you haven't noticed by now, right? And we really wanted to teach the values that we believe in, and we couldn't really think that we got that at public school. Not to dig on them at all by any means. We just wanted to honestly, teach our values. And again, I'm an Army guy. I don't have a trust fund, or I don't run a hedge fund. So public or private school wasn't in the cards for us. And so anyway, my wife prayed on it, and we prayed on it, and we pulled the trigger figuratively about 6 years ago, and really is the best decision that we've ever made. It by all means has its struggles of, you got to like your kids, not just love them, right? When you're around them all the time. And but fortunately for our kids, we do, and we're just blessed to have a very close relationship. I can't wait for us all to do something together, and you'll see how we interact and everything. The joke running around the house right now is who's daddy's favorite, because it's always a competition with me, right? Every time, Dad, am I your favorite? What'd you do today? Did you help your mom? Have you done your chores? No, all right, it was my favorite.
Well, man, we appreciate you staying up with us. We're big fans of yours, and we're big fans of every sacrifice you've made for our country, your courage, your bravery. We're grateful, and we commend you for what you continue to do for your brothers and sisters and first responders. And we wish Live to Give Water all the success in the world. And thank you for staying up late with us tonight. And we'll look forward to having you back on the show soon.
You guys are worth it. Like I've always said, never underestimate the magnitude of what thank you means to me, and get that invitation, every single one. Skin, I told you, I don't take it lightly. And when you say thank you to me, I don't say you're welcome. I say you're worth it. You're worth fighting for. You're worth losing this leg. The thank yous that I get for you is why now I'm not just a husband, but I'm a loving husband. Why I'm not just a father, but I'm an involved father. Why not I'm an entrepreneur, but I'm a successful one. I want to give back. And it's all because of the thanks from y'all. And so I really do appreciate it. If you want me to stay up late, I'll stay up late again. How about this? How about next time I invite you to get up at 5:30 with me and let's go running?
You're breaking up. You're going into a tunnel, I think. We're gonna have to let you go. John, thanks for your time, man.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
Thank you.
There
See
you
you, J
go.
Double Dub.
There he goes. That was awesome.
I don't know if that's an authorized. Is that an authorized nickname?
J Double Dub.
J Double Dub. I don't think he goes by that.
He told me to call him that. In a foxhole. It was just me and him. And he asked me, he goes, "Hey, if we don't make it out of here, make sure to tell everybody to call me J Double Dub." And I said, "Wait, you're supposed to get me out of here." And that woke up.
Oh no!
Hey, why is he behind you?
Because he's about to feast.
Look at the face. Look at KT's face. He's so happy about it.
Hey, that's not what I just thought it would just be a fun laugh for everyone. I didn't think it was immediately going to turn into
He's
KT
behind.
takes it in that butt jokes.
He's behind you.
Now go back. Go back.
to
Because in my
Go
mind,
back to the dream team.
basically, no, please go back to the other picture because I've seen that picture so much, and knowing about where you're positioned, I imagine that you are him excited. And that's what it looks like, a little KT popping up.
So guys, just picking up here, this is Ben and Skin After Dark, episode number 4. I'm enjoying surprising you guys with guests. I'm actually working on some big name guests, and there's some big names that are going to pop up here every now and then. Do you guys have any requests at this time that I should be working on?
Jimmy Page in honor of Krystina.
That'd be great.
See if you can get us Jimmy Page.
But then I would drive to your house so fast.
I don't think he would have him at his house. I think he'd be
Well,
in England.
whatever. I'd ask him for his number.
Good day, mate.
Do you have a in your relationship, Krystina, do you have one of these things where if you get this list of people, if this person's on your list and you hook up with them, it's allowed and there's no consequences because it's on your list of
Like a top 5 or whatever?
Yeah.
No, we have not discussed that. It's just kind of a, I don't know.
Mm.
If that were to ever happen, I would probably just be like, hey, guess what? This
Little after
happened.
the
But
fact.
he's cool, right? I mean, you can't blame me for not sleeping with Julian Casablanca. It's like, it just happened. He's like, yeah, he's cool as shit. It's fine. Right?
You'd be okay with it.
I think that's fair.
I
Who do you
mean,
guys have on your list?
Mine are, she only lets me have guys on my list.
What you're okay with.
You chose that, though.
Yeah. And then when John Ritter passed away, my list shrunk to 4.
Oh, no. John Ritter.
Then
Oh,
For me, I think I'd like you guys to guess my list. I think you know a couple of them are obvious.
Sofia Vergara.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Probably
Yeah.
Dolly.
What?
Oh, would you do Dolly now?
Dolly. I do Dolly at any age. Oh, wait, hold on. From any age after 18.
It's not what you said earlier.
Yeah. And 17 is
Yeah,
legal
I mean,
in
I think
Texas,
it's mostly
dude.
older ages.
Betty White.
What?
What?
She's 99. She's 92.
I'm not scared to venture into that category. I'm just saying that's a little too old for me.
Oh, okay.
What about no, I'm not gonna say that.
You don't have the balls to say it.
All right, fine. You'd brag a lot about Romo's wife. Are you still?
I asked for that.
Oh, what a dick.
You kind of did. I mean, I was.
But Romo, yes.
Not that good. Had it.
Is that right?
Oh.
Yeah. I'm
I
more,
had Nance.
more Nance is incredible.
How do you guys feel the Krystina hates the 80s bracket is going on the show?
All I
Yeah.
care about is how Krystina feels about it.
I hate it. Stupid.
Oh, we got to decide the wild card aspect of it.
So one is the Rubik's Cube. We need 3 more things. Huh.
What about what were those called? Garbage Pail Kids. Remember that, Ben?
Yes, the toy.
It was like, and then they were trading cards and
So you were saying, Skin, she should have to have sex with Mr. T?
yes.
Where did that come from?
Not fair. I mean, I think that's, I'm just sure we're spitballing things. I don't think that's, I think we ruled that out.
And Emmanuel Lewis.
I'm talking about KT having to have sex with him.
Wait, Emmanuel Lewis, that's the other little guy, right?
Yeah, that's Webster.
Yeah.
I do
Yes.
think that the Jane Fonda workout thing is a part of this. You guys can't fathom what a big deal that was. I'm pretty sure it's the greatest selling videotape of all time.
I'm telling you, that was my idea. I think the Jane Fonda workout is something that she should have to be associated with somehow. If we don't want to make her live stream it, that's fine. I have a problem with that.
Oh, yeah, dude. Pac-Man.
But she should do the workout, and it's got to be like 10 tweets on it and how she was feeling while she did the workout. Like,
Yeah.
This is according to Newsweek. These are the most important things of the 80s.
Okay.
You gave,
Cindy Lauper.
yeah, and no, that was see. I don't see Cyndi Lauper. Where is she?
Is that not her?
Lauper.
That's Madonna.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Madonna.
Next to Madonna is Jennifer Beals from Flashdance, which
Yes.
is what we were talking about yesterday.
Max Headroom. This is, I think, a Dungeons and Dragon die too, right?
Dude, we gotta make her
Dude.
play Dungeons and Dragons.
We can get her in Travis's game, I promise.
That would be so rad if she had to play Dungeons and Dragons with Travis.
I bet we could get her in Travis's game. If not Travis's brother's game, I bet we could get them in that.
Seriously,
Get her in
dude.
that.
So Krystina, do you know what Dungeons and Dragons actually is?
No, I just know it's like it was a board game, but that's literally all I know.
It's not even really a board game. It was like it's a role-playing game where you would create an alter ego. And then it had these different categories like strength and dexterity. And then if you were like a wizard, you had magic, and then dwarves were like extra strong because they were short. And then you would have like 4 or 5 band of characters that would go on this, I guess, like a mission or an adventure. And then you had a dungeon master, and he was the smartest nerd. And he was the one that devised what the adventure would be. And then you would come across these situations, and you would have to roll these like different die, 4-sided, 8-sided, not 4-sided, 6-sided, 8-sided, 20-sided. And then the numbers would determine whether or not you advanced along this adventure, if I'm explaining that right. So it wasn't like Monopoly where you go around a board. It was like these more abstract kind of narratives that were created. And it is uber nerdy.
Way too much me right now. We do not need this much me.
Wait, hold on. Dude, that guy at the piano just turned around when you did that, Ben.
I know. Look. Interrupting everything.
Huh? Okay, so Rubik's Cube's in.
I think the Dungeons and Dragons thing should be in.
I think Dungeons and Dragons is great. Here's another thing. So in the 80s, it was very well known that baby Jessica fell into a well.
Yeah.
So we could push her down into a well and have firefighters come out and pull her out of the well.
That's pretty good. I like that. I'd get on board with that.
Gently, of course.
Yep. I think the Jane Fonda thing is in for sure. Is everybody okay with that?
She seems excited about it.
She's been nonplussed about all this crap.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, look, we cut her a break. We hadn't made her like sit around and listen to Wham.
Yeah, that first day was pretty bad, pretty rough.
What? Why?
Wham into this.
Listen to all the crap 80s songs.
Oh, man.
What about the Thigh Master?
What about it?
What year did it come out?
I'd have to get one though. Like I don't have one.
I'll get it for you.
I think Thigh Master's in the 90s.
91,
Used one.
90, 91.
What year did the Thigh Master come out?
KT's acting like he can make one in his garage in his workshop.
Here's
Easy
a
to find.
hanger.
And none of this shit is a Thigh Master.
I'm telling you, the phone doesn't. They used to care. They used to care. They used to be like, oh, we're going to customer service. We're going to do what we got to do. Siri's going to be super accurate. And now they don't care because they've got us. And they're half-assed with their answers, Siri.
Just
Sucks.
recording everything we say.
Yeah, they do. They watch us. They record us. Zoom does too, though. So
Oh,
I
Zoom's
think
in a little
Siri
hot water.
sucks. I can't stand Siri now.
Yeah, she's a real bitch.
It's a real pain in the ass because I'll be like, hey, like, look, I'll do, hey, Siri, call Jeff Skin Wade. Look, first of all, not doing anything. Hey, Siri, call Jeff Skin Wade.
Calling Jeff Skin Wade.
Okay, that's nice of them.
iPhone.
She called that time. Usually she's like, you must unlock your iPhone.
Yeah, she's a real tart. There's no doubt.
Tart. What if we made her? What if we made her have like a pager?
what? Oh, a pager.
That might be more 90s.
Okay, just say no, though. We talked about that the other day. We could have her try all the drugs and then just say no.
That's pretty good. I like that. Oh,
I'm
dude.
getting text messages. People, their Siri called Jeff Wade.
Oh, dude, let's do this. Let's crack became a big deal in the 80s. Let's let her smoke crack.
Just
I don't know
once.
Just
Here's
once.
one. Trying to learn the moonwalk. She could moonwalk.
Oh, she could moonwalk.
Listening to music on a Walkman. Do you know whose father Darth Vader was?
Darth's father? What?
I don't understand the question.
I don't
No,
either,
Darth
man.
was a father.
I wish we had that as a drop.
How did I word that?
I don't know.
It's so weird.
What did I say?
Do you know whose
Darth?
father Darth Vader was?
Yeah, whose father?
It's just real weird.
It does sound weird.
No, do you know whose father he was? It made perfect sense.
Yeah, but you yelled it. You're angry.
Oh, she could have to play the Super Bowl shuffle on her guitar
That's pretty
Oh,
and
Rap.
perform the rap.
and perform the rap.
we're trying to punish her, not give her awesome ideas.
Sure.
That's a good point.
Did you used to like the 85 Bears, Krystina?
Love the 85 Bears.
Dude,
Was that the one I randomly brought up in break
Dude.
with the refrigerator?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You did bring up refrigerator, Perry.
the fridge.
All them.
Oh, dude, seriously. What if she had to? Watch like an Alfonso Ribeiro breakdance video and breakdance? That's
Your-
breakdancing is very 80s. It started in the 70s, but it grew to prominence in the 80s. We could have her breakdance.
What if she had to get a waterbed?
What if she?
Dude, what happened to waterbeds?
What if she had to perform a song from every band that played Live Aid?
She would be busy for a year.
Yeah.
Oh, Pee Wee Herman.
What if you made love to Pee Wee Herman?
Hey, you know that
I'm not doing that.
do y'all remember that little doll? It was like, I don't know what it was
Teddy
called.
Ruxpin?
Well, no, but kind of in the same ilk, except it was a human. It was a little creepy human. It was like
Chucky?
it kind of looked like Chucky, but it looked like, hold on. I can find this.
I don't understand the question.
I'm going to find this. Hold on. It was called like it's a My Friend doll or something. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Are you talking about Garbage Pail Kids?
No, it's different.
What about My Pretty Pony? A
My
Monty.
Pony.
I think it'd be wild if she had to take this into work once everyone's back in the office for a week. She had to come to work with this. Hold on. It is kind
Replace
of,
that mannequin head that used to be there.
and she has to carry it all the time.
My buddy.
Yeah, that's it.
Here he says, my buddy.
I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is, Ben?
No.
Hold on.
My buddy. My buddy.
Check this out.
You
Hold
check
on.
this out.
I feel like Kevin's yelling at everybody.
I can't believe I found this. This is great. I think if she had to carry this around work once everyone's there for a month, it'd be pretty funny. But I saved it as my buddy. There it is. Never mind. That's not it.
How about my butthole?
Is this by the JBs?
Give me a second, guys.
JBs.
JBs.
Hey, just got a tweet from a guy that says he wants to point out to KT that Ollie G aired in 2000.
Ooh.
Yeah, he did. Who cares?
Gotta redo that segment now.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
When it took KT 5 minutes to dunk on skin.
Be funny, right?
It was great.
It's
This
pretty funny.
person said,
Dunk on me, man. Dunk on me. Hold on. I'm looking it up.
I can't
Looks
tell.
like
how
my
you
grandpa
talk,
who stuck his
man.
finger in a light socket.
Then I lied on the air to make sure I wouldn't be wrong because it definitely was 2000. I just said 99.
We don't lie on air, sir. We only say facts.
I can
Read
never
that
tell.
segment again. I'll be in the car.
See, I can't tell if KT's really mad or not.
He's mad.
What in the hell is behind you?
Is that
Okay.
Chucky?
No, it's not Chucky, but it looks like Chucky. Hey, I'm going to share the
Oh,
screen.
I remember those.
I
Okay.
bet Chucky was based on that, probably.
Yeah, he's based on it. Here's a good little.
Yeah, I think that's
picture.
gonna creep me out.
Look at this guy on the right there.
Oh my
You
god.
see that?
You know what? It's weird. It's kind of dressed like Mork.
Yeah.
We could have her dress like that.
Wait,
Ooh.
hold on.
Ooh.
Look at that Happy Family pregnant doll. What is that? Right there.
Oh,
Dude.
no.
What?
What in the F?
Oh my.
Oh my! It's only $13.
Might as well. Add
What
the
is that
cart.
thing on the right? Oh, okay. That's the plug belt.
Look at that
Wealthy.
thigh gap. She's
And then a
got-
little thigh gap. And then Quado pops out.
Why is that baby waving?
Yeah, dude. She's got some real weird proportion going on with her legs and upper body. Her torso.
By the way, here are the Billboard #1 songs of the 80s that each year ended as. Okay, so in 81, the final #1 song. Let's see how we did.
Okay.
Call Me by Blondie.
Oh, rad.
Betty Davis Eyes by Kim Carnes in 81.
Carnes.
Physical by Olivia Newton-John in 82.
Ugh.
Every
Okay,
Breath You Take.
Hold on. There's a really weird part at the end of that song where she starts singing "Let's Get Animal." Remember that?
Yes.
Why does that happen? I always thought of the drummer from the Muppets, Animal. But why did she sing that? That didn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
Oh, what if we make her go to Chuck E. Cheese's?
Yep.
Pretty terrifying.
I
All right,
beg
keep
you.
going, Ben. I like this.
Every Breath You Take in 83 by The Police. We covered that.
Badass song.
When Doves Cry by Prince in 84.
Okay.
Good song.
You guys want to take a guess at the #1 song to end 1985?
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead, Kevin.
Go ahead.
The end of 1985. So that's 85, 86, right? So that is going to be, hold on, 85, 86, 87.
Purple Rain.
Hold on. No. Hold on. 89, 88, 88, 87, 87. Okay. So that's middle of our 9th grade year. That is going to be,
Stalling for time.
all those years run together, dude.
He might get this.
The
Michael
middle-
Jackson.
Is that
Billie Jean.
Tell
No,
Trevor
no,
to cue the music behind you, Katie.
is it Tears for Fears?
No. It's gonna be like you're trying to figure out what it is, and then wham, it's right there in your face.
Oh, then it's gonna be Careless Whisper.
Yes. 1986. It's a duet.
The end of '86 is a duet.
Ebony and Ivory.
It's Prince and Sheena Easton. You Got the Look.
That's what friends are for.
Oh,
I guess it's not a duet. It's her and friends.
Yeah.
1987. It's a girl band.
Oh, it's the Bangles. It's
Walk Like an Egyptian.
That song effing sucks. I hate that song.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
1988.
Oh, sorry.
1988. It's a song that finishes year #1 that a solo artist, his band had a #1 song, but now he's solo.
In 1988.
Yep.
Peter Cetera.
All the chicks thought he was hot, but it didn't matter to him.
Okay. George Michael with Faith.
Faith.
Yes. And then 1989.
Good year.
So we would have been freshmen in college at the end of 1989, dude.
Krystina was being borned.
Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You.
Band that is also a city.
Boston.
Chicago. I am a man that will come on a mountain. That one.
Whoa.
September, right?
No.
It was Look Away, Chicago. Look Away?
I don't know that song.
I don't know it either.
Look away. I look out.
Another thing that was big in the 80s was the mixtape. We could make her make us all mixtapes.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Of 80 songs?
Yeah.
Like a cassette tape.
I could go for Ben hosting a music trivia show here. This would be pretty good.
Yes.
Game show.
Number 5, hip hop has roots in the Bronx. So hip hop was big in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
The close of the 80s.
Yeah, I really think that if we made her wear leg warmers,
Parachute pants.
that dude, you want to hear something funny, Ben? Those clothes you were just showing looked like Benetton. DJ Theory, I believe he met Ryan, his wife, who cuts my hair, and my hair doesn't normally, she doesn't do this to my hair. This is my fault. I think they met working at a Benetton.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, here the top shows are of the 80s based on actual ratings. The Cosby Show was 1, then Family Ties, Murder, She Wrote.
Oh,
She wrote
60 Minutes, Cheers, Dallas, Dynasty, The Golden Girls, Miami Vice, and Who's the Boss?
Golden Girls.
Theory says they met working at Esprit.
Yeah, pretty close though. Benetton and Esprit were real close. Same
It
concept.
says the top cereals of the 80s were Cookie Crisp, Pac-Man cereal, C-3POs, Ice Cream Cone cereal, Smurf Berry Crunch, Pro Stars, ET cereal, Marshmallow Krispies, and Mr. T cereal.
Let me just eat all the 80s cereal.
I'm sorry, those are just notable ones, not the
yeah.
best.
There's been a shortage of those lately.
Oh, shit. Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, great show. Did you watch it though?
She's got to hook up with that guy that played Greg Louganis in that movie.
It's not a movie; it's a TV show, right?
No, the Greg Louganis movie was a movie, and it was the guy. His name is Mario, or what's that guy's name?
Mario Lopes.
Yeah, he played Greg Louganis in the Greg Louganis story.
Greg Louganis.
Would you guys
Traitor.
like to guess? Would you guys care to guess who the next guest is?
Oh.
Steve.
That's a pretty good guess. I'll also say Steve.
He already guessed that, and the answer is no.
I guess Steve. You can't guess Steve.
Oh, I gotta guess.
Oh,
Steve.
Yes.
No, I guess Steve.
Oh.
I got one. Steven.
No.
Oh, dude. What, Krystina?
Stephanie.
That's pretty good. Is it Stephanie, Ben?
No.
Damn it.
Esteban.
Right. Steve Miller.
No.
Yep.
Oh.
No one's gonna play. No one's gonna
Hold
have a
on.
Steve
I
or a
wanna go-
Miller.
Krystina just said, oh, and then stopped.
No one's got a Steve or a Miller to keep this going.
Okay. So
Oh,
our
Barney
first
Miller.
guest-
Guys,
Our
I was
first
drinking
guest-
before we started here. Sorry.
Our first guest was a guy who liked to go to bed at 9:30, and so it was a gamble to try to get him on because he might have been
Kenny
asleep.
Rogers.
This guest is probably drunker than we are.
Chippy?
Mike Soroy.
We're drunk. God, I'd love to get Soroy on.
I know.
My wife. Oh, look at that. Colbus.
Oh, he's been drinking since 4 o'clock. There's no doubt. And now he's gone. It was nice having Colby on tonight.
Thank you, Colby, for being on.
He got pissed when we guessed Steve 7 times before him.
We lost him. Got to try to get him back here.
Just like when I hung up on him during the show.
There he is.
Should we all just breathe and make him freak out and think that we just
Really,
flew?
it won't. Every time I change him to an attendee, it kicks him out. That's interesting. He might be banned. He might be blackballed.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know if you could say blackball.
Hey, how I know what I don't know.
Balls, sir.
Yeah, it's blue balls. It's not black balls. I don't know. How old is Colby?
Let's see.
I'm assuming Colby's about a decade younger than me and Ben.
Colby, can you hear us?
Huh?
Can you hear us?
What?
I know he's allowed to talk. Now, when I go to make him a penalist or a panelist, I think it's going to kick him out, but we can try. Here we go. Try it again. Yeah. He'll be rejoining the webinar as a panelist. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Something on his end is going on technology-wise. Colby, can you hear us? Okay, wait. This could work. I think this is going to work. This is Colby Sapp.
I had a good feeling about this.
Hey! What's up, Colby?
You did it.
Oh, I can't hear him.
Oh no. Okay, let's see.
It'll ask him to unmute his computer, and then he'll be good, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to ask you to unmute your computer. We've almost got him.
Hey, KT, win.
I don't know when the command's gonna.
We can't hear you. How about this? How about while we have Colby on, until he gets his mic. Colby, if you can hear us, give us a thumbs up. Okay, so he can hear us. We just can't hear him.
Colby, are you using a PC? Put a thumbs up if it's a PC or a desktop or your phone. Put a thumbs up for any of those 3.
You're not helping.
We could play a yes or no game with Colby.
Oh, I do like this.
Okay.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Yes or no? Thumbs up or thumbs
Shout
down?
puppets with Colby.
That's a maybe.
All right, let's do thumbs up or thumbs down with Colby here, and we'll get his mic worked out for next time.
What are we trying to find the
Now,
answer to?
By the way, KT, you think you know where to tell him to hit the turn the mute off?
Bottom left corner, maybe. On mine, it pops up. It says,
bottom left corner.
But maybe not. On mine, it pops up and says,
It's usually the host's fault.
I need to get that pregnant doll off my computer.
What? You should not pause after brain it.
Again, I would like to say, fuck you.
Oh!
USA!
Guys, if you could just do a USA chant.
Hey guys, can I tell you some of your ideas back to you and take credit for them?
Okay, so Colby, we're not gonna be able. Wait, can you hear us? Say something, Colby.
Oh, that was me imitating him.
I don't know.
Awesome.
Thanks. I was so horny. Hey, guys. Oh, hey, I've been drinking for a year now. Oh, there's my phone. I'm pointing to my phone. And oh, there's my phone again. Man, I have had sex 8 times today.
All right, let's see if we can try this.
God, how's he?
I want to see what happens here with this.
Oh, this should work good.
Will this be delayed? Will there be feedback?
Oh, there's going to be all kinds of feedback.
Can y'all hear him?
Yeah.
Okay. What I want to try is if you'll boot me out, and then I'll put this out on my phone and see if, because this is like my kid's computer, so I don't know what kind of settings they have on this thing.
Okay.
There's like a sticker covering the camera and stuff.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, yeah, we'll boot you and then hop back in.
All
right.
You know, the added bonus of this, in a lot of ways, it's also like a tech tutorial video for a lot of people at home if they're wanting to get into the Zoom game.
I feel like we could do like a game with him to where if we guess something shocking that he's done, we have to drink, or no, he has to drink if he has done it. If he hasn't done it, we have to drink, or vice versa.
Like never have I ever.
Oh yeah. Okay. So how does that work?
You basically say you're trying to get everyone else out, and you have
People
your
lie.
fingers up, and you say something that you haven't done, but you think everyone else has done, and then whatever. Like I've never made out with a girl, and you guys would all put your hand down, and I'd be like, I'm good.
Okay, so it's a.
I'm very intrigued by that.
What do you call this? A finger?
Colby.
Okay. There's Colby. Why are you flipping everyone off? Okay, let's see.
Because Skin said, what do you call that?
Okay, Colby, can you hear us? He's on his phone.
KT, open your mouth. Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see. Let's see what's going on with Colby. Can you hear us? Thumbs up if you can hear us, Colby.
Oh,
Okay.
connected.
All right. Am I here? Am I here?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, holy shit balls. That took a long time.
Okay, very nice. Let's start by Colby. Our guest is Colby Sapp, who we worked with at 105.3 The Fan for a long time. He's a great dude. Maybe the toughest guy we know. He's done a lot of professional wrestling.
I have.
Real wrestling and potentially some alligator wrestling. Let's just start by asking you, what are you sipping on tonight?
I've got some Jim Beam.
Right.
Because I mean, it's $20 for a handle, so, and I drink a lot of whiskey.
Good choice.
Is that your
Also-
favorite?
It was
Cole?
like 16. Sorry.
What was that?
Is whiskey your favorite drink? If there's only one beverage you could have and it would have the same benefits that water gives you, would you be drinking whiskey as your only beverage?
Yes, because I only drink three things. I drink water, coffee, and whiskey. That's it.
I agree with that. That's the big three. It's all you really need.
So,
Drinking, so I drink an old fashioned. And if I was to tell you, Colby, I made you an old fashioned, would you punch me?
it's free liquor, so no, but I would tell you murdered that whiskey.
How do you drink it? Do you drink it neat or on the rocks, or how do you drink your whiskey, Colby?
Usually if I went out and got some balcones, the single malt and whatever, I'll put a drop of water in it just to
Crack
open
that
it
up.
up a little bit. But for the most part, it just sits on top of the refrigerator, and then I pour it into a glass, and then I drink it.
Badass.
So
Very nice. So Colby, we love you. We're big fans of yours. You and I didn't do very well on our game show the other day. What are your thoughts on our performance?
I sucked. And then I gave us the key to winning, but then you ran away from the key, because I was like, whatever I say, you go the opposite. And then you agreed with me one time, and then went the opposite when I was finally right. It was insane. I think other people may have had access to the internet, and all I had was my phone. I'm not saying that.
Whoa. Protest.
Hold on. Hang on a second. I want to make sure I understand this, that Colby has come into this Zoom and immediately accused my son of cheating. I want to make sure I understand that.
Like this protest.
You didn't win though, right? You didn't win.
Oh, so he thinks I cheated. My sister cheated?
Yes.
Bring her in here.
You know, I didn't point fingers at anybody, so I would say maybe the guilty are spouting out a little bit.
All I know is, wait, you said, I'm not pointing fingers at anybody, and your fingers were going everywhere when you said it.
Hey, put your
It's
fingers
an object lesson. This is things you do, right? Maybe.
You know what, dude? Seeing the Kavanaugh and the fake Kavanaugh behind KT means that we could go around the horn and each fire questions at Colby.
Ooh.
Like I would like to start. Colby, which of our former employees or co-employees, I guess, our station mates, which of those guys do you think would make the best looking girl?
Oh, good question.
Yeah.
Oh. I have never thought about this. You're gonna have to give me a lot, because none of them are. Who's the girliest? That would be the question.
Well,
I'll have manly points. Wait, what am I saying? Gross.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? All of them have got too much angles on their face. Everybody having that, because they'll end up having the jawline that screws it all up.
Yeah.
Well, it has been said by many that that Roy White looks exactly like Ellen,
right.
but that's confusing.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of. I think it's RJ Choppy. I think RJ could be like somebody from, the Jersey Shore. One of that. What's that chick's name from the Jersey Shore?
Snooki? Wait, didn't they have like a Snapchat filter where they turn themselves into women?
Oh,
and some
yeah.
of them actually looked like women.
I think that was
wait
like a listener who did that.
I think Chia follows one of the prettiest people I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's a handsome son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And a new dad. I think
If he went all out and got a tight little perm, whoop.
All right, this
Perm type, huh? No wonder you KT like that.
So I've got a question for Colby. Let me go.
All right.
If you could punch anyone in the face that has worked at the fan or still works at the fan or has ever worked at the fan, you had to punch one person in the face, who would it be?
I've got to knock out this thing of I have to punch one person in the face.
You're going to have to punch somebody, and maybe you pick somebody who can take a punch. Maybe you pick somebody you want to punch. I mean, you may have different criteria, but we're forcing you at gunpoint to punch someone. And maybe you're not doing it out of anger. Maybe you're doing it so you don't get shot, but who would you decide to punch? And it could be us even. It could be anyone who's left the fan. It's not a shot at the fan. We're just curious.
All right. Well, for this, I had to go with my homeboy Alex. And the main reason, he's got the thickest neck up there. So I can lay in as hard as I want to, and he'll probably bounce back because that boy's neck is thick.
Yeah, I don't think he would even move. I don't even think he'd move his head. I think he would just take it in the jaw and be like, bro, I'm chilling back here. I'm just trying to run this.
Right.
It wouldn't bother him.
Man, what was that for, dude?
Yeah.
Wow.
Kevin?
I think I got something here, guys.
Okay.
Oh, see, that's what I was talking about.
What?
You don't say I've got something and then you show me that.
There's your answer.
That was a stairway to no coming back is what that was.
I miss
Ruined
RJ.
sundresses for everybody.
There were some rumors about the things that he liked too. Sexual.
Hey, KT, don't butt into his business.
Don't say butt in.
Yeah, you're going down a canal here that could lead to pink eye.
No. Never heard those stories.
That's interesting because everyone knows that the guy that everybody wanted to punch in the history of the fan was Josh Lewin. So I'm impressed that you.
I like to spotlight on Krystina every once in a while just to make her uncomfortable.
I'm like, whoa. No,
I didn't even work there. I don't know what you guys want.
See, I didn't have a problem with Josh Lewin. Josh Lewin was Josh Lewin. I'm fine. See, if you are always constantly like who you are, I'm fine. because I can get used to it.
That's a good point. I really do respect that. Be the same person all the time, and if people like you or don't like you, they can adapt accordingly.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a great
You're
point.
an asshole. Be an asshole all the time.
I like that philosophy. It's good.
That's a
I
good
do too.
philosophy.
That's why I'm always a dick.
You ever committed any petty crimes?
I mean, like theft and stuff.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Hagee used to openly talk about like how he would steal gum from convenience stores and he couldn't help it.
Right. No, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know
Look,
how.
Hold on a second. As your attorney, let me just stop you here. He's out in the workforce, sir.
Yeah, but they're not arresting people right now because of the pandemic.
Yeah, but the pandemic's going to end, and they're going to be like, Colby, we were watching this video of you, these idiots, and you admitted to some bank robberies. Yeah, I think you should. I think you should take the fifth on that.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I need to go get my fifth.
Yeah,
Hold
drink
on.
a fifth of that.
I think Colby's the guy that, of all the guys we worked with at the Fan, that I would be most worried about if he ever really got angry with me. Like that guy would knock your head off if he punched you.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things to where it got to the point to where I never got into any fights because everybody just didn't want to fight once I got angry. So
Understandable.
Colby, I really don't know. How old of a man are you?
I'm 42.
Okay, I would have guessed late 30s. So
Young man.
I'm gonna drink to that.
Oh, he just crushed that.
What a badass.
So I mean, obviously, you're a guy who's worked in radio and you've lived in the Metroplex for how long?
Metroplex since I was 14.
Okay. And so you're obviously familiar with 97.1, the Eagle. Is it
Correct.
is it a station that you've listened to much over the years? Do you like rock music? Do you listen to Russ Martin? I mean, what is your history with the Eagle?
Yeah, I actually back a long time ago, when they switched over to Sunny FM, I was working as part of the overnight guys there for a little bit. Once Fox Sports 1190 died, and I came over there, and then they switched that over there, and then they, of course, let people go. So I was with the Eagle back in the day, basically, when it was still Clear Channel. And, of course, Dan O'Malley, I did a late night show with him over at the Fan. Dan is great.
Dan is a lovely human.
Yeah, great.
He's
dude.
amazing.
And really,
So yeah,
talented.
no. And of course, you know, I'm a metalhead. So when there was no, you know, you had to look for your rock somewhere. So the Eagles were to get it at until everything started moving to, you know, everything else. But yeah, where you couldn't just instantaneously have whatever song you wanted. It was always the Eagle.
So wait, I got to do this in my mind here. Got to do the math. Okay, so how old were you when you got into metal?
My first introduction to like AC/DC, and then my first concert was like a White Zombie concert. So I was 17, something like that, 16, something like that.
So you mentioned AC/DC, did you go back and listen to all the kick-ass metal of the early 80s? Did you ever get into that shit? Or was it just like Metallica from the 90s on or whatever?
I mean, as far as like your, you know, not quite metal, your Guns N' Roses, your stuff like that, I was into that, getting into it. It's progressively gotten harder as I've gotten older.
Yeah, to me, the quintessential 80s metal band is Iron Maiden.
Of course, right. Run to the Hills.
So yeah, so you went off on an Iron Maiden trip at some point.
Oh yeah, because, you know, you just had to end up showing up when the big skeleton showed up at the concert.
Eddie was very kick-ass.
Eddie, yeah. So I've sent bands to KT for him to listen to, and he just won't, because I've sent him bands.
No, it's wild.
Uh-huh.
I did listen to it last time though that you sent it to me, but I forgot what they were called.
Did you ever listen?
I'll find it. Hold on here.
you ever listen to the?
Actually, that's the bands I'm into now. The
Okay,
Cookie
right.
Monster bands.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, my current favorite and will be for a little bit is a band called Ginger. It's Jinjer. Lead singer is it's a chick,
Yeah.
and she can hit notes that Whitney Houston can hit, and hit notes that like your Satan level demon can hit. Just low growly stuff. It's amazing.
Awesome.
Satan level demon. Well, I got to say this. We've enjoyed having you on our show. I need you to come back on for game shows and be my partner. I think we've got magic, and I think if we just have a little bit of time, that we'll have a chance to do some damage on some game shows. So I'm going to need you to come back and be my partner again.
Sure. Yeah. All right. It sounds like you're signing me off. All right, then.
Hey, we love you and look forward to having you back on again soon, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I'm going to get back to actually doing some hardcore drinking then. If that's what it is.
All right, later, brother. Have a good night.
Yes, sir.
There he goes, Colby.
Hey, I'm going to take the initiative on this.
Yes.
I'm going to do a game show that I create so that it can be Ben and Colby versus Krystina and Shippy versus KT and Roy.
Awesome.
Oh, I
You're gonna be
love
like
that.
fan trivia or something?
I'll do something that you guys will, fan trivia. And it'll be all shifts that Shippy slept through, so he won't know any.
Okay,
You guys will
good.
be screwed.
We'll be fucked. Yeah. Damn
But
it.
it'd be pretty fun to have you guys all teamed up, right?
Yeah.
And we do some sort of a thing there.
Look, radio in general sucks, man. It's just a lot of corporate.
I disagree. I love it.
No, I'm not talking about the job. Like
Oh.
the job itself is fun.
Okay.
Like corporate America sucks. And there's been a lot of talented people, even Jasmine. We know a lot of very talented people who are not on the radio right now, who are very talented and dude, we're welcoming anyone and all of them to our show. You know, it's like we were talking about today. There used to be a time where we had to be super careful about don't mention the ticket, don't mention any competition. We just don't give a fuck anymore. And we just want to be real and authentic. So by us talking about the fan doesn't mean that, oh my God, we're going to lose every listener we have. Now they're going to find out the fan exists and they're going to go listen to the fan. Fuck that. And this fake war shit should be humiliating for anybody who believes in that.
Yeah.
If you think that, oh, I'm at war with another radio station, why the fuck would you cape for a corporation so much that you would let a corporation choose your fucking friends? That's so shallow and weak and fucking pathetic. So how about this? On our show, we'll just keep it fucking real. We'll just keep it real. So if we need to talk about another station, we'll talk about another station. We need to talk about another show, we'll talk about another show. But at the end of the day, we'll have respect for all of our brothers and sisters who are in this same fucked up game that we are, because we're all pawns ultimately. So we're grateful to be somewhere that gives us the freedom to do what we want to do. And hey, no judgment for anybody who's going through that shit, because I can remember being at the fan, being scared to mention anything else. So I've played that game too. I'm not like saying I've always been above it. I've played that game too, but I'm fucking done with it. I'm just fucking done.
We've all had to play those games, man.
I'll drink that. I'll drink.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I need what Ben's drinking. That's awesome.
Guys, I've moved to the kitchen where I'm about to make a michelada.
Ooh.
Oh, are you
very
gonna give us the recipe?
Nope.
Show us how it's done?
Actually,
Are the Kavanaugh twins helping you?
let's see here. Let me let's see here.
Man, do you guys mind if I bring the room down right quick?
Jesus.
Oh.
Oh my
Damn it.
God.
All right.
Was watching the have you guys ever, y'all were at the game. Krystina, were you at the final Dirk home game?
I believe I was.
So I don't know if you guys have ever gone back and watched it, but Followell wrote
Don't ruin it. I recorded it.
okay, I won't give anything away, but Followell wrote a tribute to Dirk that for that night, and then they put together an amazing, package to go along with it. It was about 4 or 5 minutes or whatever, but it was, as you can imagine, as Follow Well would execute. It was brilliantly done, and the editing was amazing. And I was watching it, and I was already, kind of, reliving all that, feeling emotional anyways. But as it was wrapping up, he was talking about the amazing highs that Dirk had given everybody. And he said something like, and from the game winners. And as he's saying that, Dirk hits that shot in the corner in LA, and then Kobe pats him on the ass. And it was just like
Kobe's face. Kobe was like, yeah, hey man, I'm sorry, I'm a dog, but dude, he's legit.
He was basically telling all his teammates, look, me and Dirk exist on a different level than you guys. I told you motherfuckers to cover him. But it was just so overwhelmingly emotional when they showed that. I don't know, you guys I don't know if we talked about this. You guys realize Kobe died on the day that was the anniversary of that shot. Did you know that?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
January 26th. And so I was thinking, when obviously when they wrote that and they did that piece or whatever, Kobe was still alive, but it was just too much. It was all so fucking heavy, man. I was already feeling all the, man, Dirk did everything he did. And dude, it was so great too. Have I told you guys the story of standing next to Hart during that ceremony?
No.
So during, when the ceremony starts happening and they do this big video presentation, and Dirk is sitting over with his teammates, and he's still not aware that Detlef Schrempf and Sean Kemp and Larry Bird and Scottie Pippen and Barkley are about to come out. And so we're knowing they're going to walk out the tunnel right by us. So, because we stayed in our broadcast position. So I keep looking over my shoulder, and I'm looking down that hallway where Cuban's bunker is, and I see those guys all standing there. But one of the things, and Ben will tell you guys this. So my favorite Maverick growing up was Derek Harper. I mean, I love Derek Harper. I played point guard, so I wanted to be like Harp and all those kinds of things. He's a real tough-minded guy and all these sorts of things. So, over the course of the last, whatever it is, 8 or 9 years, I've worked alongside him now, right? So you idolize this guy when you're young, and then you're peers with him or whatever. So that Dirk ceremony, the thing about Harp is he has a high degree of respect and reverence for basketball. He's a student, truly a student of the game. He's not just a guy that, and a lot like Dirk can, reel off all these stats and things about the history of the game, even things he had never could have seen. He just went back and studied it. So imagine in the 80s, you played the teams in your division a bunch. Okay. So in other words, Mavericks are in the Midwest division. So they played the Spurs and the Rockets and the Jazz and the Nuggets. I'm trying to remember who else was in the division. They would play those teams 6 times.
Kings.
Yes, Kansas City Kings, and then they moved. Were they in the Midwest division? I don't know. Anyways, so you would only get to see the Celtics once a year, and then the other team would go play them or whatever. But Bird and Magic dominated the 80s until Jordan came along. So anyways, they're doing the ceremony. It's real emotional. And then they start handing the mic around. And I'm just standing next to Harp. And Harp is soaking all of this in because he's got so much respect for the Mavericks. He had his jersey retired. He loves Dirk and respects the game. And here's these legends on the floor. This is one of my favorite Dirk moments, but it's not directly involving Dirk. So they do Barkley, and then they do Pippen. And then they hand the mic to Larry Bird. All right. And the crowd is going fucking bonkers. And everyone's making all this noise and they're cheering. And Bird's about to talk. And Hart looking forward because they're standing right in front of us. We're in our broadcast position. Bird is at midcourt. Harp is 30 yards away, staring at Larry Bird. One of the toughest competitors of all time. They went head to head, right? And Harp goes, right before Bird starts talking, Harp goes, Larry Legend. And it was just so incredible, dude. For this guy that competed against him he was caught up in the moment of, holy shit, that's Larry fucking Bird right there. And he's about to talk to fucking Dirk. Like he was a fan or something. And that was an incredible, incredible moment to just be standing next to Harp. He goes, Larry fucking Legend. That's one of my all-time favorite Dirk moments, dude.
Your Mavs adventure is really amazing. To be the son of a coach, a basketball lifer, and have Derek Harper be your favorite player. To be a guy who, like me and like all of us, fell in love with the ticket and wanted to work at the ticket, and then Followell to be such an important part of that, and then to work with Followell and Derek Harper covering your favorite team and your favorite sport, going on all these adventures. That must have been surreal to be there with Derek Harper absorbing that moment. Such a great player. I mean, I can't even imagine what that was like. Did you cry at that game?
I'm pretty sure I did. I don't specifically remember doing it. The thing that I remember being the most emotional was in San Antonio the next night when they ran the video and that the Spurs had put together before the game. And I remember going, Jesus Christ, go to break. I remember if we had to talk, I wouldn't have been able to. And fortunately, they had timed it out with the TV crew and they ran the video and Dirk is sobbing and then we go to break. That was the most emotional moment of all that for me, was that moment right there. It was like, man, this is just.
Was that the picture you sent us today?
What was the one I sent you guys today? I forgot.
Where they like caught you on camera, like
dick pic with the guy, the Corona guy. You sent a dick pic.
Different dick pic. No, that was from just a month or so ago. The night.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
And I was just sitting there process that as Followell was saying that. I don't know if you remember this, Ben, but I remember Followell right after he did TV for the first time asking me and Ben what we thought of his performance and chemistry, because he was, we knew Followell from the ticket.
Yeah.
Like, we were friends from all that. So we were very fucking excited that Followell was doing play-by-play on television. Like, that was a big deal for us. We used to kick it with Followell in the old number 7 when Ben and I were doing post-game shows.
I remember hanging out with Followell one night after a Mavs game, and I asked him, do you mind if I play air guitar to this song? He was like, what? I don't even understand. Why? That's pretty awesome, though. Yes, go ahead and play air guitar. So we've known him for a long, long time, and it was a ticket victory, that he was able to ascend and do everything he's done. Now what I'd like to do is just spotlight on Krystina and make her uncomfortable.
Hey, what's up?
I like this part.
Why do you like this part? Because I think he's having attention on me.
I was fucking with you.
Krystina, can you move a tiny bit to your right? Your right. Okay, right there.
Oh, this girl?
What does she do? What does she do?
She is having the time of her
She's
life.
hammered. She's having a martini.
Would you give us a scouting report on everyone in that picture and just tell us what you think they're thinking?
So it looks like this guy is hearing her, and he's definitely not worried about her. He's kind of like, maybe I can get with her once this is done, because she looks like she's ready to go. Right?
How do you mean?
Like,
properly lubed up?
She is properly lubed up.
Okay, so you're saying because she's at the bar, she's having fun, so clearly she's had a few cocktails.
She's had like two whatever they're called that.
Her beak is wet.
Sir.
What? I don't know what that means.
A beak.
Yeah, she's over there wetting the beak, like drinking.
Oh, you mean wetting her beak, drinking at the bar. Okay, yeah.
This is what's that video with Mick Jagger and who else?
Dancing in the street.
Yeah, he's next to that video, and he's like, "Fuck, guys, I need to fucking drink and forget the shit I just participated in."
All the boys. All the girls dancing.
Who's that guy?
Street.
He definitely just buried a body in the basement, kill someone, because he's in the mob, and that's what they used to do at bars. They used to like go underground and bury people.
Why is that place called the Old Coot?
Because of this.
Hey, I'll meet you guys over there at the Coot.
What does it say above Coot? Does it say Buddy Coot?
No, it's his dirty Coot.
I don't know.
The dirty Coot.
Cooter.
I am curious. Somebody asked me this today. They said, I love Krystina on the show. She's been phenomenal. She has been a great addition to our show. And they were curious about the After Darks. They're like, it seems like you guys are trying to talk her into playing the guitar with you. She's reluctant to do it, yet she will shoot separate videos without you guys where she is playing the guitar. So walk us through the science on that.
All right. Well, first off, I'll go ahead and say it's a confidence issue. I have like zero confidence in that.
Why?
But I don't know. I have confidence issues. Doesn't everyone have confidence issues though?
Yeah, but you're a badass.
Not at all.
Like you don't like. Okay, it's like this. You are a. I just pulled a KT and got liquor on my computer. Sorry about that.
Oh no.
Oh, dude, no, dude.
Not bad.
Yeah,
Not
I
a lot.
can fix that right now. That's way more.
Just some droplets.
I'll tell you this.
Sir,
But from
that's
my
worse.
from my drink, from popping this cherry.
I'll tell
I'm
you guys-
sorry.
Popping the cherry in and out of the drink.
Hey, if I had as much talent as I had confidence, I wouldn't be hanging around with you guys. I'd be somewhere way better.
No doubt. Thanks you. We'd be way
Feels
rich.
like a dick thing to say.
But I think you don't like. Okay, so it's like this. In sports, you don't become the quarterback unless you're like one of the best players in the team. On basketball, you don't become the point guard. In baseball, you don't become the shortstop or the ace or the center field, whatever, unless you're a badass. You're a lead guitarist. So you're not just like some spare in the band. You're like the drum solo drummer. You're like your whole role in the band is like, okay, you're the most badass person. Go do some fucking solos and shit, right? Isn't that in general what a lead guitarist is?
Yeah, I'm more of a rhythm guitarist though. So
Kevin?
I don't know. I play a mix of lead and rhythm because of the great Dave Matthews, who taught me everything I know about guitar. Guys, if you would just give me 10 minutes to explain to you the art of the Dave chord.
a whole
Now-
minute.
Okay. Okay, fine.
10 minutes?
Fine. I'll put this on my own
I
YouTube
could pin
channel.
a suicide note in 8 minutes. I'll be out by the end.
I still don't know. Is that a tunnel from 2001? What is that you're in, Kevin?
Huh?
Yep.
What? What is
Yeah, it's
this?
the hard zone.
Whoa.
Heart zone. The heart.
Heart or heart?
Heart.
It
Oh.
looks like a set from a music video or a sci-fi tunnel. Like
Hey,
I-
sissy, I'm
it
proud
looks like-
and I'm hard.
It looks like the inside. Yeah, it does look like the inside of a hard penis. Blood flow.
Sir, hey,
What?
my pastor is watching this with my kids right now.
That's his problem. Tell him to take it up with the Lord.
Here's the
That was
problem.
like the Saturday Night Live
What are we gonna do about it?
thing. Not Saturday Night Live. I'm sorry.
Here's the problem. I want to end it, but as we go deeper into the night, I get drunker, and then
Yeah.
I care less about ending it because I'm already hammered and I just want to have a good time.
We should play Quiplash then.
Why don't you play a song?
Dude, I played that the other night, just last night with my friends, and I won like 3 rounds in a row. They were like, this is why Krystina's in radio.
She knows Quiplash is dope as fuck, man.
What is it? I don't know what it is.
Give it a shot.
Okay, so it's kind of like Cards Against Humanity. Like they give you prompts, but you get to fill in whatever you want with the prompt. Like, hey, type in a shocking headline.
Where do I
I
type?
think Skin would like. I think Skin would like it.
Mike Skin would be really good at it too.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it real quick. We'll shut it down with that. We'll end episode 4 of Ben and Skin After Dark with a game of whatever that game is.
Whip. Everyone go to jackbox.tv on your phone.
Whoa.
Damn it.
I'll give you guys the code.
Then what do I do?
Will you please challenge him on all the rules?
Yes.
Wait, jackbox.tv or
Hey, what?
Jackbox.tv.
Did you say you said Jack?
Jackbox.
Okay, I thought he said another sound than the CK sound. I was like, sir. I'm waiting for a 4-letter code.
Okay. About to
Yeah.
text you guys.
We all are.
When are you going to send it?
Just it's coming now.
have you sent it yet?
Ben, have you seen the code from KT yet?
I got a 3-letter code.
If anybody else watching has my number and they want in, text me. Otherwise, I'm going to give it to the audience.
Well, not yet.
I haven't got the code.
Hey guys, I'm in.
Farintello's in.
Sit back and relax.
Text me a code. I never got it.
I sent it to you twice.
I don't know that Jackbox TV should tell me to sit back and
Email
relax.
it or text it.
I texted.
I've got no text messages from you.
You really don't have it?
Here's what I have. I just texted you, will you play a song if I ask you to?
Okay, Ben.
I answered yep like 15 minutes ago.
Ben,
I never got it.
it's on the thread that's me, you, and Krystina. You want me to just?
Thanks.
I'll just say it to everybody.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
Ben, type it in quick. Get me ready to go, Ben.
No, hold on. Okay, give it to me.
RESZ. There's no way he got in.
Ben's in. All right, the rest is for the audience. There's Quan Lee. Okay, 2 spots open for everyone. Okay, people are in. There we go. All right, okay, I'm going to share the screen.
What do I do with it?
Just wait.
And relax?
Yeah, just sit back and relax.
Can y'all hear the game?
No.
What time are we going to play it?
You don't need to hear it.
Is this part of your 10-minute dialogue you said you're going to do?
Yeah. Can y'all see the game now?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got DJ Theory in. We got Quan Lee.
Oh, I'm rooting for Milk.
Defending
Meal.
champion Quan Lee.
You need to root for yourself, Krystina.
What is?
I think. Can y'all hear it now?
Nope.
Hey,
Oh.
Committee, listen, I slept on my neck funny again. But don't worry.
Can y'all hear it now?
A little
Yeah.
bit.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Your mom can hear it.
Group like this, thankfully. Remember, anybody can join the audience at any point during the game.
Kevin, when does the game start?
Round 1, you are about to see 2 prompts on your device. Type something hilarious or not for each one. Then everyone gets to decide if your answer is better than someone else's. Democracy at work. The more folks who choose your answer, the more points you get. Go.
On your phone, you're going to get 2 things sent to it.
Folks in the audience can try the audience play along while we wait for our players to finish.
What are we getting sent?
You're going to get 2 prompts on your phone. You're going to answer it.
I think maybe you entered my number wrong. I'm not getting any messages on my
You
phone.
need to hit refresh. I think you have shitty service.
Nope. Yeah, I'm getting nothing on my phone. You might have entered the wrong number.
No, you're in.
Oh. Poop.
Because you're in the game. Oh my
I'm
God.
kicking ass right now, guys.
I don't have anything. Colby's sending me text messages though. No problem.
You guys must be T-Mobile bros.
Hey, so what do I do with this Christmas stocking?
Don't say anything.
Hey, sirs.
Your mom.
Hurry
Mom's
up.
butt plug. Okay.
Can't think of anything.
Did you answer the 2 questions, Ben?
Forgot anything?
You got to be kidding me, dude.
No, I never got anything.
You're having service issues because I've been texting you.
Let's see
I've been
what-
serving you, Ben.
First off, what not to say to a date while you're on a paddle boat. Okay, use your time. Your favorite.
Whoa.
Both pretty great.
Oh, Quan Lee with the win.
Damn.
It must have taken it. You must put in the wrong number for me because I'm getting other text messages, but nothing from this game.
You're in the game, though.
If it's in the game, it's in the game.
I've always said that.
You
You
may
have to
want to
refresh
refresh it.
Jackbox.tv probably.
Get to voting.
Whoa.
What?
Wow, those are both good.
Okay, it's not texting me. It's in the browser. That's it.
If it's in the browser, it's in the browser, Ben.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Meaning you said it was on my phone. It's not a text message sent to me. It's on the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Theory, with the 10-inch rubber dong.
Next in line, the worst thing an HR manager could wear.
Oh, Ben.
A lot of dong.
Oh, no, Ben.
Vote for no answer.
I'm actually going to vote for Ben. How do I do that?
We won't let you.
Next up, the perfect thing to say to get rid of door-to-door solicitors. Okay, vote.
These are both really great.
Yeah, I think they both would be effective.
Yeah. Your erection selection.
Ah, fuck you guys.
I'm sorry, KT.
Thank you, Ben.
You're welcome.
Great, Ben.
Hey, I didn't get any votes. So that makes
The audience liked it too. Thank you, audience.
Next, a secret image hidden on the $1 bill.
Oh my God.
That's a Jeff Skin weight answer right there, I think.
Jizz waterfall on a pyramid of Lincoln. Why is this not on a dollar
Because
bill?
it said the word jizz, his favorite word.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't vote in time. I was stupidly laughing.
God.
Next on the list, what Zayn from One Direction will be doing when he's 40.
Harry style. Picking scabs and eating them.
I like Ben's answer. I don't think he'll be doing anything.
Damn it.
The last thing you want to find in your cat's hairball. Vote away.
Oh my
Nope,
God.
Berm. That's the first thing you want to find in your cat's hairball.
Wait, what?
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 Krystina's wild once it gets past 11.
Yes, I'm drunk. It's fine. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that because that sucked.
And next, how you know your RV is haunted.
Wiener ghosts.
The bathroom is farting.
Okay. Both are pretty funny, actually.
Pretty good.
I like that wiener is spelt with two
I
E's.
know. I know.
I think that might be theory. Yeah, the way it was spelled. Yes. Wiener.
I do like how insane a bathroom farting is, though.
That's it for round one. Let's bring up the scoreboard.
Oh, I think I'm not doing well.
I'm definitely not doing well.
You can make it up quickly, Ben.
I got 0.
Oh, shit. Oh, I got
Okay,
excited.
so Ben, you play on jackbox.tv on the browser on your
Anything
phone.
interesting on doubling all the point values. You heard me.
Here we go.
What does that mean?
So it's going to ask you 2 questions, and you're going to fill in the answer with a funny answer. It's asking you that on jackbox.tv.
If it's not asking me, what does that mean?
You have to go to jackbox.tv, hit refresh.
Oh, hit refresh?
Yeah.
Okay.
How's not that great?
Oh, Lisa Ann. What?
Pretty good answers coming in here.
Lisa Ann is a
Oh,
phenomenal.
Skin, get your answers in. Skin, go, Skin.
Sean Marion for a young child.
Great, let's see what we got here. Starting things off.
Oh my God.
For an astronaut to say on the moon. Okay, everybody, pick your favorite.
What?
Fuck this bitch, moon bitch. Oh my god.
Did you just translate that? Is that what it's supposed to say?
Okay. I think.
First.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This doesn't taste like cheese at all. I was gonna guess that was Quan Lee, but that's theory. That's good.
That was Skin because he was rushed typing that in.
Yeah, moon bitch.
That's supposed to say, suck this Dioc, moon bitch.
Okay.
Back to the moon.
I'm moving back to the moon. Still funding space.
Racism.
Racism.
Okay, those are good answers.
They're very good. By the way, Space Force, the Netflix show, premiering May 29th with Steve Carell starring.
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm
That's
too.
bullshit that he won that bracket today.
Wow.
Thanks, guys.
Gotcha.
I didn't let Krystina off the elevator first on that answer.
Next, a sign that you were slowly morphing into former U.S. President Jimmy Carter.
Pretty great.
The hell?
Wow, both fucking stellar answers. Stellar. Meow.
Bravo. Both of those, really.
Meow.
My favorite part of that story is the fact that she had tarantulas stuck in her teeth.
Pretend you're flying for the first time. Put in your vote.
Hold on to your butts.
Oh, God.
I think that's theory. We gonna die. Oh, it's KT.
Come on.
Yeah, that was good.
Ooh, good job, Ben. Ben got the win there.
We gonna die, motherfucker.
Coming up next, what you will bequeath to your enemy upon your death.
Queef?
Bequeath.
And vote.
I can hate my spawn. I'm sorry. I'll stop repeating everything.
No, either way, these are two good answers.
Damn it, Dan, your answer is way better than mine.
I
The
got
audience
you.
disagrees.
I'm just trying to get rid of my debt in any way possible.
Yeah, don't you get 6 months off of it?
Yeah, actually, I got an email about that.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Your blank.
It's still there.
Vote on your devices.
All right, that's badass. Think about that, dude. You immediately have to have some reassignment surgery if you strike out.
And Gallo would be fucked.
Guys would be fouling off fucking everything. Whoa!
Oh my God.
The audience.
That's the only guy.
What's the audience doing on that?
not-
No offense, theory. Come on, guys. That was a good one. Straight to your
Such great shit, probably.
Yes. Damn, a lot of audience votes. That's awesome. A lot of people playing. Meow.
Aw.
I liked it,
I think if
Katie.
you just answer with a drop, I think people will just vote for that.
Your next prompt is how you can spot a counterfeit Rolex. Ready, set, vote.
Oh, those are both pretty good.
God, that's great.
That's good. Wow.
Ben would have a real Rolex. Let's be honest here, guys.
That's
Scoreboard.
all she wrote for round 2. Let's check the scores.
Meal.
Not doing great, y'all.
Gary.
Not doing great at all.
Fury. This is it.
Right, it's round 3, the last flash. Look alive because you're all getting the same.
Oh, fuck. Forgot. Okay.
Now what happens?
We all get the same one.
Now you take your shirt off.
Up with the phrase this acronym stands for.
That was fast, Skin.
Sorry. Can I re-enter mine?
You guys think John Wayne Walding's still playing?
Yeah.
Krystina.
What?
10 seconds.
I know.
Krystina. 5 seconds.
Mine makes no sense.
God, Krystina. She got it in.
Soak it in.
What?
What?
It's round 3.
Wait.
You've got 3 medals to award. A gold.
God.
Bronze. Make your picks.
All right. You can choose. How many do you choose?
I think 3. I don't know.
Yeah, 3.
Okay, the protect little people is pretty fucking great.
Yeah, I agree.
Profitable.
Okay, who's taking home some medals?
My
Bronze.
God, Skin.
I knew that.
And now the gold. Medals are nice, but points are even nicer. So
I deserve to lose.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I think we're gonna fetch Theory. I don't think Theory's
you're
gonna
done.
hold on to the
Let's see
lead.
the final scores.
So the 2 strangers who came in won.
Wow.
Hey, you know what? They deserve it.
Yep.
The biggest, most popular answer was 10-inch rubber dong.
What a shocker.
The fact that it was 10 inches or
Yes.
That's
I thought it
fun.
was 9.
Good shit, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you guys for participating. That was a lot of fun. We'll be back on Tuesday at 9:30. But until then, we'll just be enjoying our regular show, 2 to 5, 97.1 The Eagle. Anybody have anything they want to say before we get out of here?
Guys, I got a special guest.
all right, I'm out.
Oh, all right.
What? What? What do you mean?
I'm just kidding. I love y'all. We don't need it back on me. We really don't.
DMing me to send him a code. I can't do that.
Are you still playing the game? Like, what are you doing, KT?
I'm turning it off.
Okay.
I'm about to look for stories for our show tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh,
Bye.
Ben's gone.